Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is actually the second time I'm filming this video because I tried to film it outside and the wind was just not working with me. So today we are going to be talking about a paranormal experience that I had the other night, and it was really disturbing. So just kind of like a warning there for you guys. I haven't had a paranormal experience like this in a very long time. And this is the first paranormal experience that I'm sharing on my channel since I've done my whole rebranding. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know if you have any thoughts as to what happened to me down below, and let's get into it. Every so often, my husband and I will go through these periods of time where we will watch Ghost Adventures like every single day, and then something will happen to us and we will stop for a little bit. And I could make a whole video about all of the experiences that I've had while watching Ghost Adventures, or kind of like immediately after, or during the times where we have been watching it kind of like religiously. And so during the past few weeks, we've been watching Ghost Adventures basically every single day. And my husband has been experiencing some strange things at night when he's alone, playing video games, or just kind of up late. And I'm going to try to get him on here one day to tell you all of his experiences because they're very strange and he has quite a few of them. But the other night he was by himself and he saw a light anomaly going through the air, which was really strange. But now let's just kind of get into what happened to me the other week. So we were watching a Ghost Adventures episode from season 24, which I believe is the newest season. I could be wrong, but I believe it is. And I think the episode name was called Mayhem in Millville. And it's basically an investigation of these people's house. They're having weird experiences, and it's a darker episode. Sometimes Ghost Adventures has like more lighthearted episodes that are more just about ghost investigations, but this one was more of a demonic feel. They were talking a lot about possession and oppression and things like that. And there was mention in the show of them using like a ghost app to talk to spirits. And my husband and I kind of got onto the conversation of objects for talking to spirits. And I was saying, I don't understand why people are afraid of Ouija boards because this whole app thing it's the same thing. You just saying, hey, spirit, want to talk to me, is the same as using a Ouija board, in my opinion. And he was saying, no, I feel like if you have an object, like a Ouija board or something else, like a spirit box, that it's like more potent, or you're opening yourself up more. And I had a thought in my head and I didn't say it out loud, but my thought was, well, you don't need any of those things because you have me. And by that, I kind of just meant like I am an open channel to spirits. I've always opened myself up to experiences and to talk to ghosts. And the second that I had that thought, everything kind of shifted. I had this feeling come over me, and it was strange. But it gets weirder. So as we were watching the show, they showed like a piece of scrap metal, or like scrap, I don't know, it was like an old metal pipe, like a big one, I think, something like that. And when I saw that, I had a very intrusive graphic thought. So just a warning, I had a very graphic image come through my mind of this metal piece kind of like flying and cutting my head in half. Really weird, intrusive thought. And I know I sound really crazy, and I'm sure some of you guys have had intrusive thoughts before where I've had this happen where, like I'll be standing in a high area and I'll be like, well, what if you just jumped off? I'm sure a lot of you guys have experienced intrusive thoughts like that before. But usually I can just kind of like throw that thought away and just not think about it anymore. But there was something weird about this intrusive thought. I never try to think about things like revolving around my head because that's like a fear of mine. And the minute that I had that thought, I got this feeling of like dread over me, Kind of. I don't know how to explain this feeling because I've never had a feeling like this before, but it was basically a feeling of, I don't even know how to explain it. So when I get anxiety or when I start to panic, usually I can kind of like calm myself down and get that feeling to go away slowly. But this was almost like when something that's like uncontrollable happens to you, or like something really tragic, like that you have no control over whatsoever, and you can't shake the feeling that there's nothing you can do about it. It was kind of like that. It was a very strange feeling that just wouldn't go away, and it wasn't just like in my chest or like in my head. The feeling was like throughout my whole body, like all the way down to my feet. It's so strange, you guys. I can't even explain it accurately, I feel like, but overwhelming feeling, bad feeling, weird feeling. And it just wouldn't go away. I kept trying to like talk myself through the feeling and be like, okay, well, let's fill it with like happy things, whatever. My normal kind of coping mechanisms didn't work to make this feeling subside. And then I started to get this weird, like, vibraty, buzzing feeling all over. And it was kind of subtle throughout my whole body. And then right here in the middle of my forehead is where it was really intense. It felt like right here in the middle of my forehead was like vibrating. Guys, it was the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. It was so weird. And, you know, in my head, I'm like, okay, is it like my third eye that's vibrating and buzzing? Like, what is this? I don't know. And my husband could tell I was obviously like overcome with something, and he was asking me if I was okay, and I was explaining to him that I was feeling really weird, and I was like rubbing my head right here because it was buzzing so hard, and I was like, my forehead is like vibrating. I don't know what's going on. And so he's like, okay, do you want me to turn it off? And I said, yeah, just turn it off to see if this is something to do with the show. And the second that he turned off the show, the feeling started to wash away. It wasn't like instantaneous, gone, but it started to leave my body. And he was like, do you feel better? I said, yeah, it's like relieving that feeling. So I haven't watched that episode again or finished it, I should say, because I just don't want to experience that feeling again. It was really strange, you guys. I don't know if I want to feel that ever again. Obviously I felt it for a reason, but it was really strange, and it was a bad feeling, I would say. But yeah, that's basically the weird, I would consider, paranormal experience that I had recently. So if you guys maybe want me to repost some of my old experiences or make a video about all the things that have happened to me during Ghost Adventures episodes, I could definitely do that for you. There was another experience I had a few weeks back, kind of along the same lines, where I had a feeling. And this one was related to like an area or a place that I went to. So if you guys are interested in hearing that story, I would love to share it with you. So that's basically all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!